Drums, please.
Hello there, c.note here, and welcome to DOPEamine, the show that is all about personal empowerment and helping you unlock your potential. Today on the show, I want to talk about how INTPs can be more supportive to each other, to themselves, and to the people in their lives. And this is really about accessing some elements of FE, more in the small niceties kind of way. Just checking in with family and friends every so often. If someone that you love is in some sort of distress, what can you do to actually help them out? And as I talked about in the last video, when it comes to certain kinds of intelligence, emotional intelligence is something that I'm still working on, but usually when it comes to emotional things, I have to write them down. So I'm going to read off a couple of the things that I think are going to be really helpful for you as an INTP, and where you can go from there. In this video below, if you go sign up for our email list, there is you'll get an email about our Finding and Maintaining Relationships course for INTPs, which is this powerful course that Molly and I did together. It's a premium program that we offer that helps you kind of figure out how to make the best out of your personal relationships and to grow together as a couple, or to improve your friendships or your co-working relationships. Any of those things as an INTP, this program is quite amazing. So go ahead and sign up below, and I'll see you in there. So how can INTPs be more supportive? Well, first is to ask what someone means when they mean a certain word. And that's part of the calibrative power of being an INTP, is that we're listening for we're listening for inconsistencies. We're listening for when someone says something and then they say something else and it contradicts each other. And the idea is not to call them out, but it's to ask them, you used this word before, but now you're using this word now. What is that? Can you tell me what that means? I'm trying to track with you, but I just want to make sure that you mean this or this. Does it mean this or that? And it kind of helps you to know that, it helps them know that you're listening, and it helps them know that you're being intentional with your support. That you're not just saying oh, you said this and it doesn't mean this, it just means this, and you used the wrong word and you're an idiot, or you just not even saying anything at all and just dismissing them and thinking about something completely different. One of the examples of that is when someone says the word I feel. Sometimes people use the word feel as a replacement for think or believe. I feel like this is important usually means I believe this is important, versus I feel it in my soul is usually more of an emotional thing, right? And if someone uses the word I feel, coax that out of them, ask them a little bit more, what do you mean by that? And have them kind of express it a little bit more is usually a way for you to be supportive as an INTP. I'm going to push through this a little bit because Molly's on her way home. Be curious about their intentions. Again, asking questions. What are you trying to say here? Or even just repeat back to them what you think that they're saying. So you can usually literally use the phrase, what I hear you saying is, and start there. So what I hear you saying is that this job is extremely stressful and you would love to, try something different. Does that sound right? And usually you'll get a little bit more, right? So again, asking questions is important. Or if someone is, being judgmental about something, or they're trying to figure out how to approach a situation, asking what their intentions are. What are you trying to do here? What are you trying to get at? What are you trying to accomplish? What are you hoping to change? Can sometimes really get some, new information out of someone to kind of keep it interesting. Are they mid-process thinking, or is this something they feel strongly about? Meaning, are they just venting, or is this a conviction? And you can ask them that. You can say are you, and usually the reason for that is that if it's a mid-process thought or feeling, they usually don't want you to fix it. They just want you to listen, because some people just want you to commiserate, or they just want to be heard. And if they're in mid-process thinking mode, they usually just need to work it out themselves. So you're holding space for them to work it out themselves. If they're sharing something that they're feeling strongly about, then you can offer a suggestion for how they can grow and change. Or you can even ask them, you can say, hey, are you looking for a solution? Or you want me to just, listen to you? And sometimes they'll just be like, yeah, just listen to me. I would love to work it out. Or I could really use some help with this, right? Or I just need you to just be here, right? So asking that ahead of time or in the midst of it can be helpful for you to know what to do as an INTP. What are their motivations? What are they trying, like I said, what are they trying to get at? What is the feeling that they're trying to get to at the end of this conversation? Or, what are they trying to achieve with what they're feeling? Sometimes that's a good question to ask too. And then, gently ask about an inconsistency, like I pointed out before. And sometimes mirroring someone can really allow you to vibe and connect. Because part of the challenge is being able to let yourself vibe with that person. Because again, someone wants to feel comfortable. They want to feel like they can trust you. And sometimes mirroring someone's movements, not literally, but if someone sits back in their chair, maybe sit back in your chair also. Or if they want to lean in and talk to you and say like, I need to vent about this and I feel intense, and then you just kind of lean in and you're like, yeah, what's going on? And, literally nod and smile. That's okay. If you got to fake it a little bit, that's fine. But the idea is to not do it too much. Don't be creepy about it, but make someone feel comfortable and let them know that you're on their side. Even if you don't necessarily know what to do, you can literally say that. Like, I'm not great at this emotional stuff, but I want to do what I can to hold space for you. And I want to be the best that I can. So, I'm going to try, and it's about making someone feel comfortable. That's probably the first thing. So if you're trying to support someone, give someone a pep talk, remember that it's usually about them. It's not about how it makes you feel, though that's part of the exchange. It's mostly going to be about holding space for that person, letting them talk, helping them calibrate if they need to calibrate, making them feel loved and supported, and asking them if they want solutions or if they want you to just listen. And if they want you to just listen, then, mirroring is good, saying back to them what they just said to you, to just repeat and make sure that they understand what you're saying, what they're saying, that you understand what they are saying. And, that builds a simple rapport, basically. So there's not a lot more to it other than in our Finding and Maintaining Relationships course for INTPs, there is a lot more when it comes to managing relationships, taking care of your partner, knowing how to work through kind of arguments and discussions and holding space for each other and whether or not you should like all the same thing. Like, there's so much about relationships that I think are powerful to know for INTPs. So go ahead and sign up for our email list. You'll get an email about that. And you can sign up or if you want to rush, you can go to DOPEamine.life, click the menu. There's premium programs. You can go ahead and sign up for that there. We've also got articles, podcasts, and profiling session offers that you can take. If you're not sure if you're an INTP, go sign up for that and connect with us. You connect with me one-on-one. We also have coaching offers in our description below as well. So with all of that said, take care of yourself and each other. Like and subscribe, hit the bell icon. I'll catch you on the next video. See ya.